That right now. Hey, we're live, and it is time for the 7 o'clock talk. And I'm Dr. Miller.
Jessica.
We didn't rehearse. So today we're going to kind of go over the progress that I've been doing on myself and go over the metrics that I've had, show you some of the show you how just changing my diet. And I've been doing, I actually joined the 100 push ups a day challenge. So I've been doing that as well. But really, not a lot of stuff. And so we're going to dig right into the numbers. Anything you want to say before we get rolling? Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Miss Kathy. No, I have no.
Okay. So we will add this to the stream. Right now, we're getting ready to actually replace the x ray machine. And I don't get a deal on x ray machines. And we're also replacing two of the chairs at the clinic. So since we're replacing two of the chairs at the clinic, some of you that are on our mailing list have seen where they've been in these chairs. Our chairs at the clinic are the 5.1s. Let me get to where I can write. The chairs at the clinic, if you've been in them, are the 5.1s. We are upgrading to the 7.1s, and these have a 3-year warranty. So no more 5.1s. We're going to the 7.1s. We're upgrading, and they usually retail for $21.99 with taxes, shipping, and handling. The total is $22.93. And we are getting a discount because we are ordering multiples that they said we could offer chairs for $2,100. So delivered to the, so if you I can put them on a trailer and help you move things around, that wouldn't be them at all, but it's just something to think about. Christmas is coming, so
And these ones also have the foot massagers, but that's pretty cool that they fold under so they don't actually
yeah, the foot
stick out.
massagers are right here. This actually rotates, it flips around. But enough of the commercial. Let's get into the cool stuff. So last week, I was talking about how my metrics have all done really, really poorly. And so I redid my metrics, and my waist to hip ratio is still a 1. But when I did my BIA, my body fat stayed the same. Here's November 4th. That's the before, and this is where I'm at right now. So I stayed at the 22.3, but my weight went from 245.6 to 242.2. So I've lost just about 3 pounds. And that's, as you will see, is pretty much all water weight. I've lost the toxicity, and that's what we want to do. So we see the body comp, the body fat has remained percentage wise the same, but as my weight goes down, the body fat also has to go down to remain at the same percentage, and that's exactly what we want. Actual fluids, when I did this on the 4th, I was at 59.8, and when I did it on the 15th, I was 61.2. So my fluids, my intracellular water compared to my extracellular water is much better. And like I said, all I have done is change my diet. Next thing we do is we look at the body composition. We see that I'm at 54 pounds of body fat, and I should be at 37 pounds of body fat. So working my way towards it. BMI, I do not like BMI as a metric just because I actually do lift weights, and you'll see that I'm 188 pounds. If you stripped all the fat off of me, I'm 188 pounds. And so that would not be a very healthy thing to do, because if you strip all the fat off of your body, you screw up your hormones, and all kinds of things go sideways. But still, it has me at 3195, and that's still a pretty high BMI. I should be able to get down a little lower and be a little healthier. Phase angle. When you look in September, when we got back from the trip, my phase angle was, or before the trip, sorry, before the trip, my phase angle was 7.8. When we got back from the trip, I dropped to a 7.1, and now I'm at a 7.6. I am out of all of my nutrition. So this phase angle simply went up with me eating better, and I'm not taking any fish oil or any omega-3s right now. So just changing the diet, and I went to more plant-based. I still have, we had ham last night. We're gonna have ham tonight. You know, it's not a, you'll see, I'll show you what I actually eat. It's not a diet of deprivation by any means. Basal metabolic rate, I'm leaning out, my basal metabolic rate goes up. And then we get into here, and this is all of the metrics basically, but what I wanted you to see was percentage of total body water and how my liters are changing. So I lost over a liter of water, and my intracellular water, remember, went up, and that's where we want the water. We want water in the cell, and that's what the EC stands for. And we can start to see November 15th, my glucose was above 100. And then November 16th, I finally started, I had done enough intermittent fasting that I dropped to below 100, and I've stayed below 100. Today, my blood sugar, when I took it, I've taken it 3 times a day, but the last I took at 5:87. And remember, this is not fasted. So I want to watch that, because remember, blood sugar is a metric of, or a proxy for, insulin. So at an 87, that's really good. I just don't want to see it drop below 70 now, because that would mean that my insulin is too high, and that takes my blood sugar down too low. So if I couldn't regulate my blood sugar to be between this 75 and 85 fasting. So then we'll jump over here to what is called Chronometer. And when I was talking about denying myself, we can see that, well, in the morning I always just have coffee. But then at lunch I had some green tea, black avocado, some pomegranate. This is what's in my smoothie, and this is a large smoothie. And then for lunch I also had cabbage soup. That was lunch. Have dinner. At my fiber is at 52.5 grams of fiber. Remember, the typical American gets between 8 and 12. My smoothie contains more fiber in it than most people get in a week. And that's what you want. You want to have that much fiber. It provides bulk. It binds to insulin. It binds to glucose. It cleans out your system. It binds to lipopolysaccharides. It does so. Fiber is an anti-diabetic drug. I mean, just by itself. And look at what I've eaten. So, funny thing is calorie-wise, I've only consumed 1,033 calories today. And that's what we talk about when you're eating fast food. You're calorically dense, nutrient poor. This diet that we eat is calorie poor, nutrient dense, because you can look at my calories and you can look at my vitamins. My iron, I've gotten all my iron in today. I have all my vitamin A, all my vitamin C. My B12 is low, but we'll take care of that here at dinner. Folate is high, which is detoxifying, and potassium is high. So I'm at 66% of all my targets. I'm at 62% of my vitamins, my minerals, electrolytes. This is a nutrient dense diet. And that's what we talk about, because you want to have nutrient density. You have to have that nutrient density so that your body can run everything it needs to do. And I'm a happier boy when I get to eat and do all my stuff. And then last but not least, as we talk about this, the reason why we can do these things is because, we're healthcare professionals and we have all the tools to measure and to check you out. We can stratify your health and we can stratify your risk, and then we can help you start to change that. With that said, the schooling that I take, the Institute for Functional Medicine, we get some kits and stuff like that from them. And we now are able to offer several kits at half price. And when we look at that, some of the kits that we're going to offer are the GI 360 from Doctor's Data. When we look at this takes 6 to 8 days to turn around, but it checks the stool for all of these things. Calprotectin is sorry, you guys aren't seeing it. This calprotectin is an inflammatory marker. We can see if your gut is inflamed. We can see bacteria in here. We can see pathogens in here. So this gives us a nice overall look at overall health. And when we do this, we see that here, I'll show you. When we do this, let's get this down. It comes back and it looks like this. And so it does a little bit of what I do with the Biome FX. It shows you some of your larger family of bacteria and what kind of distribution you have. It's not quite as detailed as the Biome FX, but it does give us a dysbiosis score, so you can see how we need to start to help that. But remember, this is helped by fiber. That score is changed by fiber. And then it goes right into the family of bacteria, showing you if you're dysbiotic or if you have a good balance. And then we start to look at Clostridia, like C. difficile and things like that, and we can tell if those are out of balance. So if you have a problem, if you have issues, what happens is we can start to see this here, and now we can do things with vitamins, with aromatic essential oils, with with the aromatics, with berberine. We can start to take these out and tell you or help you balance this stuff out. And it takes time, it takes work. So once again, these are now being offered right now just to introduce people to these tests at half price. And then we can look at parasitology, and it gives a nice report. The other report that we're able to do at this point in time is, everybody's heard me talk about stratifying risk and lipid profiles and stuff like that. We can do this cardiometabolic profile, and this allows us to see all of the high risk markers. So this LP(a), we get to see the small dense LDLs. These are things that help us look at how much your cholesterol really is at risk. This LPA is the thing that you want to know. Homocysteine is an inflammatory marker. CRP is an inflammatory marker. You get a look at your apolipoproteins. Insulin is in here. It does glucose. Leptin, which is leptin and ghrelin, help regulate appetite and satiety. And then we go all the way down and we look at the last ones. We get a look at body mass index, but this ApoB to ApoA1 ratio. This, along with looking at your triglycerides to HDL markers, really tells us where you are at risk. So if you're interested in any of those tests, we would be happy to show you those tests and start to go through them with you so that we can start to help you heal from the inside out. And those are the things that we want to do to help you. So if you have any questions about this, and as we post this and share this around, the website, Integrated Health of Indiana.com. Call the clinic or text the clinic.
I don't think we can text anymore, can we?
Well, call the clinic or contact us via email. If you go to the website and you click the Integrated Health of Indiana, contact us, that'll send us an email so we can get you some help and get you going to where we can take care of this and just get you pointed in the right direction. And thank the labs for allowing us to offer these at discounted rates. With that being said, anything you want to add? Because I've just totally talked the whole time again.
Oh, I was just sitting here looking at Libby and thinking about her bio and how we give her doggy herbs. Literally, that's what they're called, doggy herbs. And for her leg pain, and they have curcumin and turmeric, and she loves them, and they work. So they're actually human grade, but we don't just do this for ourselves. We do it for our animals too.
And if there are no questions, we would love to bid you all adieu. We're getting a late dinner in, and we're going to chill. New Ghostbusters movie is out. Looking forward to that this weekend. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.